nice to greet you again. Today, I will explain to you about the computer HBL topic. For this topic will help you to explore the editing and formatting features in Microsoft Excel 2007. In a worksheet, you can edit rows, columns, and cells. The height of rows and the width of column can be easily adjusted depending on your need. So let's study them one by one here.
Inserting rows and columns. How to insert rows? Select the row label before which a new row is to be inserted. Click on the Home tab. In Cells group, click on the Insert drop-down list. From the drop-down list, select Insert Sheet Rows option. A new row will be inserted above the selected row. Or, select the row by clicking on the row label, right-click on the mouse and choose Insert option from the shortcut menu. A new row is added above the selected row. Next, how to insert columns. Select the column label before which a new column is to be inserted. Click on the Home tab. In Cells group, click on the Insert drop-down list. From the drop-down list, select Insert Sheet Columns option. A new column will be inserted before the selected column. Or, select the column by clicking on the column label. Right-click on the mouse and choose Insert option from the shortcut menu. A new column is added before the selected column. Inserting worksheets. You can shift to different worksheets using sheet tabs. These are placed just above the status bar. Sometimes the default number of sheets available are not enough for work. More sheets need to be added to meet the requirements. In such a case, follow these steps. Click on the Home tab. In the Cells group, click on the Insert drop-down list. From the drop-down list, select Insert Sheet option. Then you can see sheets 4 there. Or click on the Insert Worksheet tab above the status bar. A new sheet named as Sheet 5 will be inserted after the existing worksheets. Now, inserting cells. Adding a single cell or a collection of cells is allowed in a worksheet. At the time of inserting new cells, the existing cells either shift to the right or down depending on the option selected. Follow these steps to insert cells in the worksheet. Click on the Insert drop-down list in the Cells group of the Home tab. Select Insert Cells option from the drop-down list. The Insert dialog box appears. The dialog box gives the following options. Shift cells right. It shifts the content of the selected cell to the right to make space for the new data. shift cells down. It shifts the content of the selected cells down to make space for the new data. Entire row. It inserts a blank row by shifting the contents of the selected cells down. Entire column. It inserts a blank column by shifting the contents of the selected cells to the right. Resizing row height and column width. Sometimes you need to alter the default height of a row and the width of the column. There are two ways to do this. 1. Resize the selected row by dragging the lower line of the row label up or down. 2. A selected column can be resized in a similar manner by dragging the line on the right of the column label inward or outwards, or click on the row column label. Go to Home tab, Cells Group, Format drop-down list, Row Height, Column Width option. The Row Height, Column Width dialog box appears. Enter a numerical value for the height of the row, width of the column. Click on OK. Deleting worksheets, rows, columns, and cells. Open the worksheet that needs to be deleted. Click on the Home tab. In the Cells group, click on the Delete drop-down list. Select Delete Sheet option from the drop-down list. In case the worksheet contains data, then the Microsoft Office Excel dialog box appears, asking for permission to delete both the worksheet and the data contained in it. Click Delete to confirm deletion. Or right-click on the respective sheet tab, click Delete option from the shortcut menu. Now you can see Sheet 5 has deleted. Deleting rows. Select the row by clicking on the respective row label. Click on Home tab, Cells group, Delete drop-down list, Delete Sheet Rows option. Or right-click on the row label, select Delete option from the shortcut menu. Deleting columns. Select the column by clicking on the respective column label. Click on Home tab, Cells group, Delete drop-down list, Delete Sheet Columns option. Or right-click on the column label, select Delete option from the shortcut menu. Deleting cells. Select the cell you wish to delete. Click on Home tab, Cells group, Delete drop-down list, Delete Cells option. Or right-click on the selected cells, select Delete option from the shortcut menu. In both the cases, the Delete dialog box appears. The dialog box gives the following options: Shift cell left. It overrides the content by shifting the data from the cell on the right to be selected cell. Shift cells up. It overrides the content by shifting the data from the cell below the selected cell. Entire row. It overrides the content by shifting the data from the row below. It appears that the entire row is deleted. Entire column. It overrides the content by shifting the data from the column on the right of the selected cell. It appears that the entire column is deleted. Select the appropriate option. Click on OK button. Autofill options. The autofill features allows you to quickly fill the cells with repetitive or sequential data such as chronological dates or numbers or repeated text. Example: Monday. Select the cell with the desired data and put the cursor on the small black square in the lower right corner. A plus sign appears. Drag it down to as many cells as you want to fill. Release the mouse button.
Okay students, that's all the topic for today. I hope you can understand the lesson. Don't forget, after you watch this video, please access ePOS to find out the exercise that I've prepared for you. Okay, that's all the topic for today. See you next week and bye-bye.